In this quick video, you're going to see which lures to never store with one another. Even if they do look similar, they should not be stored together. You can end up with a huge glob of mess. The lures are going to be ruined. The things near the lures can be ruined as well. It's a shame to see. I see it in Facebook groups all the time. It's a waste of money, but most of all, it's a waste of good fish catching potential. So what you need to know is that some of these materials, they're both soft plastics, they can actually react with one another. It doesn't even have to be hot. If these two lures, they look similar, they're both Slam Shady paddle tails. One's made from Z-Man, one is made from us internally. They're different materials, and if they actually are laid together in a bag or in a tackle box, in a tackle tray, whatever, or even just on a table inside of a house, if they are sit next to each other for an extended period of time, they'll react with one another, they'll melt together, both of them get ruined. And then again, other things around can get ruined as well. And so what you need to know is Z-Mans in particular, if they are stored next to anything else, pretty much all other soft plastics, they have a reaction. It's not just Z-Man, there's a lot of others. And so long story short, a lot of different plastics react differently to one another. So in general, it's best to just simply make sure to store all of your plastics however they came. Especially make sure to not mix brands. But even within some brands, they make materials, they make their lures from different materials. And so to be smart, the safest thing to do is just to keep the lures in the actual packaging that they came in, right? So these are the two packaging that these two lures came in. So what I do, just to be on the safe side for all my lures, whether I'm using our Slam Shady paddle tails or really any other brand, is I always keep them in the bag as they come in. I have them all stored in my tackle bag. That way I can just quickly flip through, find the right one, pull it out, get my lure, put it back in, and it's ready to go for the next trip. So this is the safest thing to do to make sure that you never run into any issues. And all you have to do is just make sure to not put the wrong one in the wrong bag, because then you can be into a huge mess. But at least the mess is going to be contained inside the bag and not in a tackle tray itself. However, if you do want to use these tackle trays, yes, you can do that as well. Just make sure to, for every compartment, is make sure that you don't mix the brands, or I should say mix the materials in a specific compartment. So in this case, I have our power prawns. These are the Brazilian power prawns made from the TPE material. I do not store them along with our Slam Shadies. So in this case, there's some Slam Shady 2.0s. There's also some of our Power Prawn USAs. They're made from the same material, so I know they're good to store with one another, so I can keep them in the same bins. And then over here, I have some more of the Power Prawn USAs. And in this one, I have multiple of our Slam series lures, where you can have some of the Freds. We have Fred the Jerk, we have the Gold Digger, the Bomber. We have a variety of lures. They're different colors, but they're all made from the same material, so I can store them all together. I know there's going to be no issues. These are high quality plastics, so they don't bleed. So for many brands, as long as you keep them brand specific, they don't bleed. Some of the cheaper ones do. So to be on the safe side, again, safest thing is to always keep them in the baggies. But if you're using our Slam series and you're using like the 11 for 1 special that we have, where you can get a bunch of different lures, here's some right here that I'll show. You can get 11 of these lures for 1 penny. That's the special we have. But you can store those all together because they're high quality materials. They're all the same material and they will not bleed. So doing that is okay. So just wanted to share that. I've seen a lot of things come up in the Facebook groups where there's just a glob of plastic together, and that is always occurring from simply mixing lures together while being stored, and it's just not worth the risk. So what I recommend doing is just for everybody, just keep them in the same baggies. And if you are going to use the trays, just make sure that you're paying attention when you're loading those trays, because if the wrong one gets in the wrong tray, you're going to have a huge mess. So that's it for now. Just wanted to share that tip. Any questions at all, leave a comment down below. And last but certainly not least, just wanted to make sure you knew about the 11 for 1 lure special we have. These are our custom lures. They're excellent. They certainly work. We just want to have the opportunity to get some in your hands with all the risks is on us. So you can pick out your favorites. There's 11 in total you can get for just 1 penny. All you have to do is pay shipping and handling. And what we have some of the smaller paddle tails, or the 3.5-inch paddle tails. We have the Fred, the Flamingo Joe, the Gold Digger, in the original Slam Shady. We now have 3 different 5-inch soft plastic jerks. We have the original Alabama Leprechaun. We now have the Slam Shady jerk and Fred the jerk. And for the bigger paddle tails, we now have 2. These are the bombers. We have the Slam Shady bomber and the Gold Digger bomber. If you want to cover ground with a big paddle tail that gets strikes, these are great options as well. So to claim your special, make sure to go to 11lures.com, or I'll put a link down below. You can claim your lures. You can only do this once. Obviously, we lose money on this because they, of course, cost more than just 1 cent. But we know you're going to love them. We trust that you're going to come back and buy more. So just wanted to make sure you knew about this fun special offer. And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that it's the best online fishing club for inshore saltwater anglers. There's nothing else like it. If you join Salt Strong, you'll be guaranteed to find more fish every trip, to save money on all the tackle you need, and to meet a ton of new fishing friends. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon.